All praises to Abanawa Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Kodash, in the Lashawan Kodash, Kal Halalimla Abanawa Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Kodash. Abanawa means Father, Yahweh means He exists, that's the Most High's name, His supreme majesty. Bahasham means in the name. Yahweh Shai means He delivers out. He's our deliverer. That's His Majesty, the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who is a so-called black man. I hate saying the term black, but that is a term that is understood by a lot of you individuals out there. So I have to say it in the terms that are understood in this world. But I hate saying the term black, as um, there are no so-called black people. There are different shades of brown and different shades of red. Okay, there are no such thing as white people as well. All right. And double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the prophets of that body. Okay. Right. What we have here on the screen is James Earl Jones. Okay. Uh, Obviously, to make it in this world, one has to abide by the commandments on the left hand side. Okay. Because this infrastructure, this world that we live in, to make it in this world, to be somebody of this world, you have to follow um, the left hand side agenda, okay, which is all controlled by Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, because Satan is an angel on the left hand side that works for the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay, tempting those that are supposed to be tempted that fall for those specific traps. This is all done in the spirit and is ordained from the foundation of the earth, who will be uh, looked upon favorably on the left hand side to be someone of importance in this world. You know, your likes of your George Lopez's, your Eddie Griffins, and your Eddie Murphys, and I don't know, Mike Epps, you know, and also one of them, James Earl Jones, right? Um, a good actor, a great actor, right? But obviously, only the Lord knows what he has done, excuse me, to acquire what he's acquired, you know, and you know, if you look at it, James Earl Jones lived a very full life. I mean, 93 years old, you know, and you know, I mean, he looks pretty good for his age. You know, he had his, you know, he held on, you know. You don't see many Edomites aging like that, you know. I mean, that's Jake, you know, obviously. Now, probably the most one of the from my knowledge, this is okay. So, all right, James Earl Jones has been taken off the earth. And if you look at it, a lot of people, even Edomites, so-called white people and heathens, are being taken off the earth, right? For whatever reason, Yahweh Shemeshai is doing that for, right? Okay, quickly before hell breaks loose. Okay, and the elections are, I believe, on the 4th of November, right? So just under 2 months away. Okay, this is the year of hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, as coined by Apostle Tahar, one of our heads, one of the heads of Great Millstone, one of the men of the Lord. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Okay, and a lot of Israelites. Okay, no matter how wicked they have been, okay, the Lord has still had mercy on them, not to be deleted through starvation, through the missiles, through racist marauders, also the ABCD community, and a lot of them, they're everywhere. And as some of these martial law troops and military people that are going to come from abroad are that way inclined, where they like the same uh, gender. Okay, I'll put it that way. There's going to be a lot of foul ish going on, and James Earl Jones is one of those. If you want to put it this way, he is blessed. I mean, he was taken in that respect. He's blessed, meaning that you know um, he was taken off the earth before hell breaks loose, and that was only the Lord knows why why he was taken off the earth. But he did narrate the Bible, Now, him being an Israelite, right, and having that very austere, bassy voice, which is an Israelite trait, because amongst most Jakes, collectively, most Jakes have loud voices and powerful voices, right? And I mean, even our Lord Himself, Yahweh Shai, had a voice of sound of many waters, and that sort of trait, okay, and that gift of the heavy, bassy voice, a real masculine voice. You got bodybuilders like Larry Wheels, if you know who he is, very bassy, masculine voice. You got some of our teachers, some of the prophets that have very bassy voices, and James Earl Jones being an Israelite, and Esau knew what he was doing using him, because he knew that, okay, if you put an Israelite's voice with that masculine energy and that kind of and if you listen to James Earl Jones speak, you can actually imagine him being in the ancient world in England when Jakes ruled England, right, in the Dark Ages. Even though he's got a little bit of an American twang to it, but if it was just tidied up with a little bit of a straightening of the words, you can imagine him being in the ancient England, right? Probably being a knight or something, speaking in the correct English. And the way he was so well spoken and his vocabulary was excellent, he sounded excellent narrating the Bible. And if I listen to the Bible, I'd rather listen to him. So, you know, the Lord may have had mercy on him, saying, okay, you know what? He narrated the Bible, he narrated the scriptures. I'm going to have mercy on him. I'm going to take him off the earth. I'm going to give him a full life. He's going to have children. If you look at James Earl Jones's children, by the way, some of them look like Edomites. Why? Because he's had children with white women. And they're still Israelites, by the way. A lot of you Jakes say, well, they're heathens. No, they're not. Right? You are whatever your father is, pursuant to Numbers 118. Just had to add that as a side note, right? Okay. Because in this earth, you got to sell your soul to acquire things, okay? Because this is a satanic world that we live in, satanic energy, all the emblems, the logos, street signs, the way everything's arranged. Certain towns and cities are arranged in squares. Regarding the Freemasons, and you know, you got the 3 6s in the Chrome logo of Google. You know, so forth and so on. If you know, and this kind of information has been out heavily since the internet has been uh, implemented and used by a lot of people. Because as El Apostle Gabar would say, the internet does the heavy lifting. And since the truth has been coming out via the scriptures and Spirit and Power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, everything else connected to that is coming out as well, lifting up the skirts on this society. And so to be part of this world, like, for example, the Israelites that are chosen from the foundations of the earth to be on the right-hand side and chosen by Yahweh Hashem Yashai to follow the laws to the best of their ability with the knowledge that they have, you know, uh, and they go through what they're going to go through, and they're the elect, hopeful elect, they're going to get blessed on the side to come. You're going to get your little blessings here and there, so the Lord keeps you balanced so you can get through, because the Lord ain't going to just hammer you down completely where you're just destroyed, and you can't, you don't have a pot to piss in, but so you can get through the straight gate and get into the kingdom, and then you'll have blessings galore. But on the left hand side, you got Jakes like this, because Esau knows the Israelites have so much flavor. They're innovators. They got style. They're creative people. They can create, that saying, lemon out of lemonades. Sorry, yeah. So like you can create lemonade out of lemons, or what's the saying again? If life gives you life gives you lemons, something like that. Basically, even lemonade was created by Israelites. Um, with so basically, the Israelites are very creative people. Um, Esau knows that, and they're the salt of the earth. They're the innovators and creators of everything, because they're the Lord's people. You know, and a lot of Israelites are used. Due to the curses they grow up in, and poverty and things like that. A lot of them are enticed to do whatever they can to make it in this world, and that's still happening. And James Earl Jones is one of them. But the Lord gave him a full life. He wasn't taken off the earth at 27 or 28 or 31 or 33 or something like that. You know, uh, like Rich Homie Quan, he was a young lad. He's taken off the earth, but what's coming is going to be quite horrific. But he was taken off the earth, man. And yeah, like as mentioned, as I was saying, to make it in this world, you've got to sell your soul. You've got to do everything adverse to the scriptures, because this world is not built on the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai. They call good evil and evil good. Everything that's unlawful to eat, like pig and lobster, crab, and all that, they make that a delicacy. Uh, Having more than one wife, they make that like some kind of they put an evil evil sign around your neck saying that you're some kind of misogynist or you're some kind of pervert to have more than one wife. But it's okay, uh, for a man and a man to marry, which is actually the real perverse activity, or a woman to woman to be together, and adopt Israelite children, or adopt children in general. So this world is adverse to it. So to be successful in this world and to be a millionaire, to have nice homes and things like that, you have to do a lot of ABCD activity behind closed doors. You have to, man, you have to do things. All right, I'm not going to go into it, but you know what they have to do. If they have to do a lot of BLOOD drinking. Uh, and I've even, I'm sort of, it's quite graphic, but it's quite foul what you got to do. Basically, everything that's righteous in the scriptures, you have to go the flip side of that to make it in this world, because those are the commandments of Satan to make it in this world. All right. So, and I just want to sort of give some background information. You know, James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. I want to go into the word. Okay, let's just go into his voice. This is the voice of the Lord, of course. Revelation 19:6, and I heard as it were the voice of a great multitude, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thundering, saying, Alleluia, or Halalwaya, for the Lord thy power. Actually, let me get the full scripture. And I heard, as it were, the voice of a great multitude, and as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of the mighty thundering, saying, Halalwaya, for the Lord Yahweh Shemashai omnipotent reigneth. Okay? And that is, from the heavens, his supreme power. Yahweh Shemashai, his voice is very powerful. And just a little speck, you know, has been given to each Israelite, in some kind of, like, for example, you got the X-Men, right? Each X-Men has a superpower, right? One can fly, or one can shoot laser beams, and one can sort of like shapeshift or whatever. That's the same thing, because the X-Men are the Israelites, all right? And the real Israelites are going to get superpower, but they're not going to have like different powers each. They're going to have they're going to be like Superman, the 144,000, right? Better than Superman, all right? And that's why each Jake has a certain talent. Not every Jake is talented like that, but each Jake has a certain trait of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, because we are his children. All right? And obviously, James Earl Jones is not like the Lord's voice, but, he had a powerful voice. And that's a trait the Lord blessed him, you know? And obviously, him being a light-skinned Jake with the green eyes and all that, obviously, as a young man, he was blessed with looks as well, and I'm sure he enticed the ladies too. So, he got a whole lot of Edomite women. So that's I'm sure he had his fun. Uh, along with the foul ish that he had to do to make it in this world. Let's go here. I want to get into what Darth Vader. Darth Vader in I believe it's German, which means dark father. All right, and it does mean dark father. All right, let's go to Darth translated to English. Why would they not? As the story progressed, the Star Wars universe expanded. Darth took a different meaning. Darth is now a title given to the Sith Lords of the Sith Order, such as Darth. See, they keep changing information. It's meant to be Dark Father. Okay, understanding the meaning of Darth in Star Wars. While George Lucas has said that Darth Vader is a loose Dutch translation of Dark Father, or Vater, which means father in German. So Darth Vader, Dark Father. Okay, and because if Star Wars it was basically about the Israelites, if you look at it that way, you know. Who's that character? Um, see. My mind is getting a blank right now. Star Wars characters. I want to say something, but 1 second. Let's see what. What was that? Yoda. Yoda. Yoda is Judah. That's it. Yoda is Judah. All right. Okay. And Dark Father, right, is letting you know. It's a little touch on the fact that the Most High, right, is our Father, and He is a dark man, pursuant to Daniel 7 verse 9 as well. And that's why they used James Earl Jones's voice for him. Okay, because don't the scriptures say, right? Revelation 19 verse 6. And I heard, as it were, the voice of a great multitude, and as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thundering, saying, Hallelujah, for the Lord Yahweh Shemashai omnipotent reigneth. Okay, so that's why they use his voice, because he's got a powerful voice. Okay, they allude to it. What's Yoda supposed to mean? It's supposed to mean Judah. Yeah, and obviously in the kingdom, James Earl Jones is going to come back as uh, one of the elect men's children. You know, he's in the spirit world now, knowing that he's an Israelite. He probably knew anyway. Um, he probably knew anyway. I mean, he's old enough to know that. You know, because when Abba Bivens was teaching, I'm sure he knew because he was 93, so he definitely lived an era where the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, 90s. He telling me he didn't know he's an Israelite. He knows he's an Israelite. Shaq and them lot, they know the Israelites. Kobe, Michael Jordan, they all know, but they don't care. But now they're in the spiritual realm. James L. Jones is in the spiritual realm. He knows he's a Jake. I mean, he knows 100% what time it is. You know, and in the kingdom he'll be born as one of the elect men's children. You know, Second Ezra 14:35, and for after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. But in the kingdom to come, he's not going to be a somebody. He's just going to be a regular Jake. You know, um, the men that are downtrodden, that are usually loners, that are usually not the so-called life of the party. People can, people can say that there's something about them, but they can't pinpoint it. You know, um, no matter how tall or strapping you are, they know that you're adverse to this world. Those individuals are gonna be the somebodies in the kingdom, and that's gonna be forever. And any Jakes that die on this side, it's gonna be the last time you die in the flesh, because in the kingdom ain't gonna be no death. There ain't gonna be no tears. Every single day you wake up in the kingdom is gonna be like the first day you woke up in the kingdom. It's gonna be like a righteous. I hate using the term Groundhog Day. Have you seen the movie Groundhog Day from '92? I believe it is, with Bill Murray, who was incidentally a Jake as well. Irish lad. You know, um, more than likely, I believe through the spirit, even though he looks like a devil. But we'll get our looks back in the kingdom. But yeah, in the kingdom, it's going to be like a righteous. It's going to be like like the movie Groundhog Day. Every day he lives it. The same day again and again and again. It's going to be obviously what I'm trying to say is that every single day you wake up in the kingdom is going to be like the first day. You're not going to ever get bored. You're just not going to get bored when you wake up. It's going to be like the first time you see that view from your balcony in your mansion. it's going to be like the first time you view your wives or concubines or whatever, man. I'm just saying that's how amazing it's going to be. I can't put it into words how amazing it's going to be. So the Lord, has taken James Earl Jones off the planet. Had mercy on him, man. Had mercy on him. You know, and I'm quite eager to see, what happens to the likes of Eddie Murphy and Chris Tucker and any other Jake characters, so to speak. Salakia, if I waffled on a bit, sometimes you just want to say what's in your mind in a righteous fashion, but so yep, he's in a better place, as they say, and he lived a full life. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.